With the clock striking the dawn of 2024, the universe of anime has blessed us with a first-class seat to its fantasy land. Here, new tales are created in real time, where magic is as common as breathing and magical beasts roam free.
No wonder it left the village alone.
So, gear up and let's set foot on this magical voyage together, where fantasy becomes our reality, and the stories of tomorrow are waiting to be told today. Number 10. Ninja Kamui. What happens when an elite ninja, who's turned his back on his clan, seeks freedom from violence and obligations that have bound him since birth? A character called Kamui is born. Haunted by his past and pursued by former comrades sworn to bring him back dead or alive, Kamui's journey is one of survival. He lives in a world filled with espionage, enhanced assassins, and powerful syndicates, all while grappling with his own sense of honor and the ghosts of those he's left behind. As Kamui forges new alliances with unlikely allies, including a rebellious hacker and a rogue agent, he begins to uncover a conspiracy that threatens to plunge the world into chaos. His skills are put to the ultimate test, not only in battles that blend ancient techniques with futuristic technology, but also in confronting the moral complexities of autonomy, loyalty, and the true meaning of freedom. Number 9. No longer allowed in another world. Welcome to peak isekai, where a melancholic author Osamu Dazai finds himself transported to a fantastical world in 1948, far from his desire to find the perfect place to die. Mind you, his reason for dying was a double suicide that he committed with his lover. Now, suspecting his lover to be reincarnated in the same world as him, his desire to commit a double suicide has been rekindled. Despite his longing for death, Dazai is accompanied by cute girls and gains video-like powers, which rather than fulfilling any dream, only seem to get in the way of his unique goal. His adventures in this new world are filled with humor and lightheartedness that contrast sharply with his bleak outlook on life. Even though he's risking his life numerous times, his efforts frustratingly result in everything turning out okay, keeping him from achieving his poetic dream, once he finds her, that is. Number 8. Sasaki and Peeps. Meet Sasaki. A meticulous and introverted office worker salving his way in the metropolis of Tokyo, where he meets Peeps, an outspoken parakeet with the ability to speak and a knack for getting into trouble. Sasaki and Peeps become inseparable. Through their adventures, from dealing with nosy neighbors to uncovering Peeps' origin, they teach each other valuable lessons about friendship, courage, and the importance of stepping out of one's comfort zone. Turns out, Peeps is a sage from a different world and can grant Sasaki supernatural powers, along with the ability to world hop. Yes, it's as broken as it sounds. Number 7. Spice and Wolf. Merchant meets the Wise Wolf. In a world of fantasy and magic, there lies Kraft Lawrence, a 25-year-old itinerant merchant who dreams of earning enough to open his own shop. He's been trading from town to town for 7 years, gaining experience along the way. But soon after, Lawrence discovers Holo, a wolf goddess of harvest, in his wagon. Holo, who has been worshipped in a small village but is now largely forgotten as the village had become self-sufficient, convinces Lawrence to take her with him to her northern homeland. After all, she has lost a reason to be there and is longing to make some memories in the outside world. However, as they travel together, they do more than just watch sceneries, often engaging in trade negotiations and encountering various forms of economic intrigue and personal danger. Along their journey, Lawrence and Holo develop a deep bond, combining their skills to solve the complexities of trade and the challenges they face. Number 6. An Archdemon's Dilemma. How to Love Your Elf Bride. Zagan is an archdemon known for his fearsome reputation and inept social skills. He's awkward, socially weird, and can be a handful, but he's strong and can quite literally turn the world upside down. The dude goes to attend an auction to acquire powerful items, but instead falls in love at first sight with Nephelia, a beautiful white-haired slave elf. Now, this elf has an unknown source of power and was mistreated by her entire race, leading to her display at the auction. Throwing caution to the wind, he spends all his fortune to buy her freedom, setting the stage for their unconventional love story.
誰がどう聞いても変態だ。好きな女の子と会話するのって。
Despite his social awkwardness and inability to express his feelings, Zagan's genuine affection for Nephalia slowly bridges the gap between them, leading to a blossoming romance where one is showing affection and the other, being numb to emotions, slowly learns to open up. Number 5. The Crow Does Not Choose the Lord.
金のカラス。
What if you could become an animal of your liking? You could become a crow, fly the skies, and always get the best angle for viewing tourist attractions. This is the power of the Yatagarasu clan, and here lives a young eccentric boy called Yamauchi, capable of transforming between human and crow forms. Now, on the other hand, we have Yukiya, a strikingly beautiful and somewhat eccentric member of the Yatagarasu clan. It's old Japan, riddled with conspiracies, and by a stroke of some fate, Yamauchi finds himself serving Yukiya, as a master-servant relationship developed between the two.
馬鹿らしいと思ってるさ。生まれ一つで何もかも変わっちゃうなんて。
But the imperial court is filled with conspiracies, and this is an intricate battle for ascendancy within the royal court. Despite being young, Yamauchi is not one to be trifled with, as he, alongside his lord, becomes the key to unraveling the matters of within. Number 4. Remonster.
この緑色の小汚い化け物は。俺は一度死に、そしてこの緑色の。
This anime focuses on the story of Tomoki Kanata, a man who, after an untimely death, finds himself reincarnated as a lowly goblin named Rou. Unlike typical goblins, Rou retains memories of his previous life and possesses a unique ability. He can gain the strength and abilities of anything he consumes. This power sets him on a path of unusual evolution, rapidly distinguishing him from his peers as he navigates the challenges and wonders of this new world. Imagine it, gobble someone up and you're essentially that much stronger. The narrative unfolds in a diary format, offering an intimate glimpse into Rou's experiences, thoughts, and the evolution of his abilities as he interacts with a diverse cast of characters.
楽しみだな。どんな味がするのか。な。
Rou's life is marked by his quest for survival and dominance in a world governed by the law of the jungle, all while exploring the complexities of his new existence and the intricacies of the world around him. Number 3. The Unwanted Undead Adventurer.
勘弁してくれよ。俺はミスリル級冒険者に。
This is a story about Rentfaina, a 25-year-old who, after a decade of unremarkable progress hunting low-level monsters, finds himself in a dire situation. Venturing into an undiscovered path in the moon's reflection labyrinth, Rent is devoured by a dragon, only to awaken later as an undead skeleton. This transformation into an undead being marks a turning point in his life, as he learns that monsters can evolve into stronger entities by absorbing spirit energy.
レント、お前。
As an undead, Rent faces the challenges of hiding his true nature to avoid being destroyed by those who see undead creatures as abominations. Number 2. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End.
Ara, the one standing before you, is a great mage who's lived for over 1,000.
Time is a commodity we all take for granted, but what value does time have from the eyes of a being who has lived for thousands of years? Frieren is an indifferent elf mage who, due to her long lifespan, perceives time differently from her human companions. After a decade-long journey with their party to defeat the Demon King, bringing peace to the kingdom, they part ways with promises to meet again. However, Frieren lives on while her friends age and die, leaving her with regrets and a longing to understand more about the fleeting lives of her friends and humans in general. Frieren, resolute, wants to confront her regrets and seek new spells, aiming to deepen her understanding of humans. This quest introduces her to Fern, a young mage she reluctantly takes on as a disciple at the behest of her dying friend, Hater.
好きだらけです。
Similarly, there's Stark, who's the disciple of another one of her party members. Frieren Beyond Journey's End is just a tale of disconnected characters learning and making memories with each other. Number 1. Solo Leveling. The story's main character is Sung Jin-woo, initially one of the weakest hunters, who is granted a unique ability by a mysterious system that allows him to become progressively stronger without any apparent limit. As Jin-woo utilizes this new power, he transforms into the most formidable hunter on Earth. Throughout his leveling experience, Jin-woo encounters various allies and adversaries, including powerful beings like the rulers and the monarchs, who have been waging a long-standing conflict involving humanity. His path is marked by battles, growth, and the deepening bonds with those around him, including his family and friends.